Did you know that many times without realizing it, you can be losing your essence and not even notice it? The worst of all is that when you realize it, it's too late. Today I want to talk about something that many men face, but that is almost never openly talked about. In our society, the expectations about what a man should be and do are very distorted. We are required to be strong, successful, always willing to please, sometimes even sacrificing who we really are in the process. And it is precisely there, when we try to comply with all that, that without realizing it, we can lose our essence. That's something that makes us unique. In this video, I want to talk about how to prevent that from happening to you and how to reconnect with who you really are before it's too late. We live in a world where expectations of what a man should be are everywhere. From a young age, we are taught that being a strong man means sacrificing our own happiness to meet what is expected of us. To be the provider, to be successful, to be the one who always has the answers. Often we get caught up in the wheel of meeting those expectations, losing sight of what we really want or need. We strive to be the perfect man for others, but we forget that being the perfect man for ourselves is what really matters. Has it ever happened to you that, after doing everything that is expected of you, you look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I really myself? That is the key moment where you start to realize that you have left aside your essence without even noticing it. The problem is that when you lose your essence, it's not something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process, and before you know it, you're already living a life that doesn't feel like yours. The first sign that something isn't right is internal disconnection. You start to feel like you're no longer the same, that what you used to do with passion now feels like a burden. You no longer feel motivated by the same things. Relationships become superficial, and even important decisions seem meaningless. This emotional emptiness is also reflected in your physical and mental well-being. Stress increases, anxiety becomes an everyday occurrence, and sadness creeps into moments when you once felt fulfilled. But the worst thing is that, many times, you don't realize that all of this is happening because you've stopped being yourself, because you've stopped listening to what you really need. But here's the interesting thing. All of this has a solution. Imagine for a moment what your life would be like if, instead of following the expectations of others, you decided to live according to who you really are. Imagine waking up every day with the certainty that you are making decisions that bring you closer to what you are truly passionate about. Being yourself means stopping conforming to what society dictates and starting to live on your own terms. Think about how your relationships, your peace of mind, your daily purpose would change. Satisfaction would not come from fulfilling what others expect, but from being true to yourself. That is the power of reconnecting with your essence. You would no longer live under the shadow of others. You would again find joy in the little things, the motivation to grow, and the confidence that you are living an authentic life, a life aligned with your true self. So why does this happen to us? Why do we lose our essence without realizing it? The answer is not simple, but one of the main reasons is the enormous social pressure that falls on men. From a very young age, we are taught that to be valuable, we must fulfill certain roles. Be successful, be strong, be providers. We are told that being vulnerable is a weakness, that we must hide our emotions, and above all, that we must never fail. What happens is that, little by little, we begin to live according to the expectations of others. We stop asking questions about what we really want, about what we need to feel complete. We begin to comply with everything that is demanded of us, but without questioning whether that is what we really want. This is the moment when we lose our way. We sink into a routine where our decisions no longer come from our heart, but from what is expected of us. And the worst thing is that many times we are not even aware of this process. We simply follow it without thinking about the cost of disconnecting from our true essence. Now that you know how social pressure can make you lose your essence, it's time to take action to avoid it. The first step is self-awareness. Take some time to really listen to yourself, to ask yourself, what do I want? What am I passionate about? What makes me feel fulfilled? It's easy to get caught up in the noise of expectations, but the path back to your essence begins when you give yourself permission to be yourself. The second step is learning to set boundaries. You can't please everyone all the time. Saying no doesn't mean being selfish. It means protecting who you are. Don't let external expectations divert you from what's truly important to you. And lastly, seek support. No one has to walk this path alone. Whether it's a mentor, a therapist, or even a group of people who share your values, having a support system is key to keeping you on the right path. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because sometimes what we need is an outside perspective to remind us of who we really are. Remember, reconnecting with your essence isn't something that happens overnight, but it's a journey worth taking. The first step is to start listening to yourself, and once you do, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to start reconnecting with your true essence, I invite you to watch the next video, where we go even deeper into how to make authentic, life-changing decisions. Click now to follow this journey toward a fuller life aligned with who you really are.